Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone to yet another edition of the PMA LCS. This is week 3. This time we have got 9-inch torpedoes versus the Chase squad. I am Rich Jirachi Matties. I am joined by the OG support god, the man, the myth, sadly not the torpedo, but still the legend, Matt Baba Booey Bulls. How's it going?
It's going good. I think you might have hyped me up a little too much in that introduction, but
There's
you know
no
what?
such
I'll
thing
take
as too
it.
hype for you.
I'll take it. I'm ready for this game. I'm pumped. I'm excited. Oh, some good old PMA LCS happening.
Quite. So we are not yet in Champ Select. We are in fact in the pregame lobby where we are getting the picks locked in. We're just gonna get to second round of pick phase now, I believe. Yeah, they're done their second phase of bans. But you know what? We might as well just go down all the players on the blue side. We do have the 9-inch torpedoes. We've got Stock Dalius in the top lane, Theatrix in the jungle, Fleeing Panda subbing over from Team Foreskin in the mid lane, Bearded Bear Lover making the role swap, quote unquote, down to ADC to accommodate, Panda substituting, and Nature Dan at support.
And on the red side, we're going to have Chase Squad. We have Seaman subbing up in the top lane, Lusta in the jungle. Guy Fury make that role swap from top to mid for this game. Allergic to Milk on AD carry and Adonvel on the support.
And of course, the big story, Elucida is back. For those that didn't hear last week, his computer just died, so he couldn't play the match. Menbong subbed, did a fine job, but I think having Elucida back and having that synergy back within the team it'll be great for J Squad.
Yeah, and it's always hard when the jungler is missing for the game because they're just so impactful. They impact all three lanes and everything like that. They go on roaming, warning missions with supporters and stuff. So it is harder for them to plug them in to gel for a game. But you know what? Glad to see him back. Hopefully he does have all of his computer issues fixed, and I'm just excited to see him back in the jungle.
Indeed. He messaged me earlier. It's just like, "Hey, I'm back," and this was like today. It's like, okay then, that's day of. I mean, that's great, but wow, that's cutting it a little close.
Yeah, and I'm really interested to see what Theatrix and Elucida how they go head to head in the jungle matchup. The Theatrix is a very skilled jungler, as is I know Elucida, and so ready to see if early Barons or early Dragons are going to be taken in this game.
Did you know that Elucida can in fact solo Rift Herald with any jungler?
Wow,
That's how skilled he is.
just so much skill, being able to reach the back and being able to hit the eye. Oh God, just 10 out of 10.
That sounds like the weirdest bedtimes in the world. What? uh, okay then, moving on. Anyway, yeah, that jungle definitely
What? All right, whatever. Let's just move on.
we're done. We're done
I
here. The jungle definitely the featured matchup
I
for this.
think they've done their picks band, so they're
Yeah.
going to be heading into champs like soon. I'm pretty
Yes,
sure.
they. Yep, that's the final pick. I have not been paying attention, so whatever is on your screen is all I know either. Actually, you know what? I should just scroll back and look at the first round of bans.
It has been a while, but man, we'll be seeing them all soon eventually.
Yeah, hopefully the teams ban out the right champs in actual champ select. It'll
Yeah.
it'll work.
So I think we're just waiting for verification from the torpedoes, and then we'll be underway in
As
this game and
as
champs.
as tilted torpedoes would have us know, the imposter torpedoes.
Yes, the imposter torpedoes. I'm sorry.
Can we just a petition to change 9IT's name to 9 Imposter Torpedoes.
You know what? I'm okay with that. I nine
We're doing it.
imposter torpedoes. The only problem is
doing
that
it.
there's 5 of them. There's not 9 of them.
5 Imposter Torpedoes. Wait, they're not Team 5.
Oh, and
Okay,
it looks
here we
like
go.
Champ Select is going to be starting up.
Woo!
Oh, yes, I'm ready to cast this game.
Yes!
We do.
It's been a while since you casted, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been, going home or going away for, that last weekend stuff. Really made it hard. I haven't been able to catch up really on my PMA LCS, but I'm excited to be back. Casting this game tonight, playing tomorrow. It'll be a fun game.
Ready to stop in the faces of 3PC's bot lane tomorrow.
Yeah, man, we'll see. We'll see. I don't ever like to be over cocky about myself, but you
Okay,
know what?
we'll
The match will happen.
slightly stomp in their faces. There we go.
Right. Yes, but let's focus on this game. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves.
Who needs to
We got
focus on the
Leeson
game?
and Galio banned on one side. We got Jin and Tom Kench banned on the other. Good to see that at least the 9 imposter torpedoes, they do have the that jungle awareness, and they will ban away the Leeson.
But not gonna ban away Shyvana, and that is the champ when the week 1 when he did play, that is the champ that he did go off on, and of course CS are gonna take away the Nunu from Theatrics. If you know anything about Theatrics, you know you have to ban that champ from his. It's gonna be a Lulu top, but the Zac got left up. So Lucida gonna get his hands on that. It's okay, we're gonna see a Lulu top.
Yeah, that will be interesting. I wasn't paying that much attention to the draft. I did notice that Lulu was picked, but I thought that was going to be a supporter mid Lulu. Interesting to see it go in the top lane for C-Man, the sub for their team. Must have something up his sleeve with that pick.
Huh.
But a Vigar coming in.
And Theatrics getting his hands on the Elise, of course, that with such a good jungler as him, you kind of want that champion that has that early game pressure, and the Elise is perfect for that. And he is a good Elise. He made some great early moves last week against us.
Mm-hmm.
And
So we'll just need to see if those can come to fruition. Zac also is a fairly relative early game jungler, but he really excels in not super early level, but kind of that mid-game. But the Vladimir coming in kind of as an answer and a counter to Vigar. Vigar just throws down that cage. The Vlad just pulls out, no stun, doesn't have to worry about anything.
Never look back.
So we'll be a little tough for Vigar in the mid lane.
yeah, absolutely. Allergic to Milk covering the Bard. Classic from last split, but the Lucian did go unbanned. They opted to, I believe they think they banned the cannon away from Guy Fieri since he does play top lane. It's like, oh, he might be able to play mid lane. But Allergic to Milk does get his hands on the Lucian. Great pick right now, and he is very good on that champion. Except when he doesn't buy boots.
Well, I'm pretty sure they still won that game.
Yeah, no, he still stomped all over that game and won.
So
I'm not
give
gonna.
it to him for that.
Well, yeah, not something I would do, but you know what? Creds to him for winning without boots. Not even tier 1s.
Well, it's something that always does happen. And so the Ashe Brum, the Freljord bottom lane, and this Blitzcrank.
The Blitzcrank to counter it.
Blitzcrank into an Ashe lane is just ridiculous.
That's gonna be brutal for the Ashe.
Blitzcrank just has to land 1 Q, maybe 2 for the Ashe to blow flash on the first one, and it's a dead Ashe, almost guaranteed.
Yeah.
Ashe is, one of those very immobile AD carriers, and we're just gonna have to see if Adonal can really be grabbing those hooks, or if he can even just pressure, try to force out a flash. That makes the hooks that much easier. Paired that with a Zac gank. Zac can gank from fairly far away. It's gonna be an interesting time down this bottom lane.
Yeah, and of course, Lucian Blitzcrank is a great lane. The Blitz lands the hook, and the Lucian has just so much burst to follow it up. We were playing that lane earlier today, and went a little bit well, and by a little bit well, we mean I got fed, and yeah. But no, I like this bot lane matchup for Chase Squad.
So, I think, and one thing that we kind of glossed over that happened at the very beginning of this draft is that Nine Torpedoes was locked in a Renekton top lane, and Renekton into Lulu. I haven't seen a Lulu top in quite some time, so this might have changed, but I would feel that Renekton just destroys the Lulu in the top lane matchup.
I would argue anything destroys a top lane Lulu for the most
Fair
part.
enough.
But, I'm not drafting for this team, so we'll see what they come up with. I just can't get over the fact that Lucida got his hands on Zac. It's like, he's an amazing jungler. Why would you give him that pick?
Well, at some point, you just have to start thinking, maybe his champ pool is just too deep. Maybe we're worried about a couple other people on very select champions, and so we want to get those out of the way. Like I noticed, Galileo, Bandolion, I don't know almost anything about Seaman at the top line. He might be, a Galileo one trick kind of. I don't really know 100%, but Galileo is very common top line pick nowadays. Maybe he's really good at it. I'll get him off of that instead of maybe Lucida on another jungler. You never know.
I'm currently looking at Seaman. He does not appear to be a Galio player, so I think that might have been just targeted at Guy Fieri, maybe thinking he would pull out the mid Galio. Something like that.
Mm-hmm. And I'm looking at chat. It looks like Super Holy was saying top lane Lulu, if done right, can harass and poly and out-train Renekton. And so, if Lulu keeps her distance, I think that will be, she can last very well in the lane, but I believe if Renekton plays it right, well, he could do a lot better than you think. Maybe if he's just continuously shoving it under a tower. I don't know. That was just my impression. I'm a support man. I don't really know anything about the top lane. So you're probably right.
I'm an ADC main. I know nothing about top lane. Like, I know a tiny bit about mid lane, nothing about top lane.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you were to ask me a question about top lane, whatever answer I give you is probably wrong.
And so, with the last couple of seconds left in the spectator lane, Rich, I want to get your prediction. Who is winning this game? 9-inch Torpedoes or Chase Squad?
I want to say Chase Squad. I think the bot lane advantage, I think they'll go off this game, and Elucida will be able to just contribute so much to team fights.
Mm-hmm. Now, that's something that can happen, and I want to give this to Chase Squad, but I can't 100% say because of this Lulu. And maybe the Lulu does superb. The Lulu actually is the carry of the game, but I don't know. I'm going to give it a Chase Squad right now with a little bit of hesitation. I'll need to see how the Stockard Dalius Seaman matchup goes, and I think that could be a real turning point in the game, at least for the first 25 minutes of the game, where Renekton is super strong.
Absolutely. So, once I figure out how to change the stream title and we load it in, and there we go. Okay. Okay, cool. Greg took care of it. Thank you, based Greg.
Yay, Greg.
Yay, Greg. Yay, Greg. Oh, God.
Key thing to note, looking at summoners off the bat, Blitzcrank has gone with the Ignite, and Braum has gone with the Exhaust. Just adds a whole bunch more kill pressure in the early laning phase for the Lucian Blitz, as does stop some healing that can happen from the Renekton and the Ashe later in the game.
Yeah, not. I mean, also the Renekton has some healing, but it's not quite enough.
Yeah, it's
That
not
you
a
would say.
whole lot.
I mean, the Ignite contributes absolutely, but yeah, definitely more for that kill pressure in lane. Lucian Blitzcrank already has a lot of kill pressure. It's like, let's just add more on top of it. And Guy Fieri in that mid lane also taking the Ignite, trying to maybe burst down that Vigar. And actually, while we're talking about Ignites, 9IT do not have any Ignites. Flame Panda has opted for the teleport, so if Guy Fieri lands a good ult or can spam his Q and like lives long enough in a team fight, none of his healing is going to be reduced until Bearded Bear Lever can build the Executioners or the Mortal Reminder, and that's probably not going to be till later.
Yeah, and that can be very devastating. A fed Vladimir that's coming at you that will not stop healing. It is not a fun time to have. So
Yeah,
you
no.
will have to just wait and see. Hopefully, Bearded Bear Lever will pull out the Executioner Calling somewhat early. Even just getting the 800 Executioner Calling item and then building other things will help. So we'll just have to wait and see how his build path progresses.
Absolutely. But we are loaded into game. 9-inch torpedoes versus Chase Squad. Let's go. I am hyped, and immediate, just right off the bat, we have 5-man group up for Chase Squad in this top side. Oh, we have a subscriber. Side note, donated $20. 990 aren't even real torpedoes. No, they are not. Oh,
and they got the word. They have the gold lead. They have the 10 gold lead.
but now they know. Now 919 knows. Although Chase Squad are going to keep going. They want to go through this tri-bush. They want to make this invade work. Oh. Here we go. Oh, no, they're just going to back out. Decided to not.
Yeah, they wouldn't have really found anyone as 9 torpedoes kind of just doing the standard one, make sure no one gets into the jungle. So looks like we will eventually have standard lanes coming out. Looks like Lucida might start that Raptor camp.
He's definitely a big fan of that Raptor start. Like, I know week 1 he started it in game 1 on the Shyvana. I don't remember if he started it game 2 on the Lee Sin, but yeah, the Raptor start, standard red buff start for Theatrix. Probably wants to get his buffs and then go level 3 gank.
So we're just starting out standard lanes. Not much happening right now. And
the grab coming out on Nature Dan gets some nice damage down. The Donvale does not take much in return. One trade for Chase Squad. Right off the bat.
You don't necessarily always want to be pulling in the Blitzcrank, but if you can get 1 or 2 grabs early on the Ashe, instills the fear, instills the fact that he's going to hit every hook. Wear that Ashe down.
It's all about the mind games.
Yeah, the mind games are real for Blitz.
Absolutely, and even Bearded Bear Lover has been chunked out a bit, so Chase Squad getting a nice bit of early pressure in this lane. It has come at the cost of some early CS. There's 3 extra for Bearded Bear Lover. The second grab also landing on the Nature Dan, throws up the Unbreakable this time, and takes a little bit less damage, but they're still whittling away at that. Braum, in the meantime, seeing that early flash is going to get cocooned by Theatrix. Easy first blood for the Elise.
Yeah, that was extremely squishy in the early game and didn't have a ward. I'm pretty sure Theatrix went about it through the Baron Pit. I could be wrong.
He went. I think he just went through Dry Bush.
Yeah, so maybe not quite a ward in there to see it coming, but pretty much pretty easy gank from Theatrics with the Elise, just hitting the cocoon.
Yeah, both these junglers are now hanging around this middle lane. Guy Fieri is gonna pull his way out, but is gonna get cocooned. Here comes Elucida though, gonna get the knockup. Theatrics is gonna be able to repel out. Flash forward from Elucida. Guy Fieri's gonna pick up the kill with the Ignite, and now Fling Panda's in trouble. Red buff is ticking. Nope. Elucida will back off of that, but nice counter gank for Elucida.
Yeah, and there's where you see the power of Ignite.
Another grapple landing. Dan now has another tool to just get out of there with the stand behind me, but the Donvel is, what, 3 for 3 on these grabs, I think, from what we've seen?
The mind game is the fear in the bot lane is going to start really setting in. But I want to go back to the mid lane. You know, there you saw the power of Ignite. Say Fling Panda had taken Ignite, Guy Fieri would have been dead as a doornail in that exchange, but he doesn't have Ignite. He has TP. Guy Fieri escapes with about 75 HP.
Something like that was ridiculously low.
And since
Oh
Guy Fieri did have an Ignite, Theatrics did end up going down, ended up giving around double buffs, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, double buffs were given over. So, blue buff not that big on Vladimir, but cooldown reduction, man.
Cooldown reduction, yeah. There's both Elucida and Guy Fieri are on Manaless champions, so I guess blue buffs are going to Lucian or Lulu? I don't know. Whatever. Oh, he missed a hook.
He's still technically hit it on a minion.
He missed a hook, lane's over.
Lane's over, report.
Report to Donvel for missing hook. No, Guy Fieri looking to get some aggression down the Fling Panda. Meanwhile, in bot lane, Theatrics is here for the counter gank. You're gonna see the cocoon come out into a Donvel, is gonna get stunned by the concussive blows, and he flashes away, but the Theatrics still gonna get off the damage. Meanwhile, top lane, teammate also gonna engage on Theatrics. They keep going forward. Exhaust gonna go down onto the Zac. Passive is popped. Wittrick to Milk not gonna be able to do much. He is distracting them enough that some of the blobs are coming in, but oh no, there's the kill. That's a second one for Theatrics.
So they did force out the heal from Bearded Bear Lover, but you know, I gotta think, you know, that wasn't enough respect on the side of Chase Squad. You know, they saw the Braum passive taking up to 4, and none of them flashed. You know, Donald flashed a little too late, but just get that respect. Know that the 4th passive is coming up. Just get the flash out early. Maybe you escape with your life there, but none of them did it. So
yeah, but both times we've seen both teams' junglers show up to a lane, the one counter ganking has been the one to be successful and get the kill, and this time with 2 kills for Theatrics, I'd say that this worked out a little better for him. Now has 3 kills total.
very true. So I'll just have to wait and see what happens. Hold on. Looks like Elucida is hanging around mid lane. Maybe want to even try to get one of those games coming in. I think he might have
gonna go ahead and leap in, not gonna land the elastic slingshot. That's what that ability is called. Definitely forgot that at some point last week too.
It's fine. But
Theatrics is now hanging around here though. Gonna find the pink. Guy Fieri should be safe. Yeah, he's still sticking around because Elucida is here. Gonna go aggressive on Theatrics. Gonna get trapped inside the event horizon for now. There's the pool. Oh, Elucida takes a huge chunk of damage, and Fling Panda's just gonna burst him down. Theatrics is gonna go down to Guy Fieri. So 1 for 1, both junglers dead, but that is a shutdown onto Theatrics. That's a nice chunk of gold for Guy Fieri.
yeah,
Taking him to Flavor Town. I'm sorry, that's the one time I'm saying that this game. I'm now done. Sorry, continue.
Well, no, I was just gonna say it's interesting to note. Guy Fieri did again acquire a blue buff through those deaths. Transfer complete, but
Sido says I'm not allowed to cast anymore. I agree. I'm done. I'm bye guys.
I'll stick it out for you. I don't think it's
Congrats, Baba Boo gets the solo cast. I'm muting myself. You're on your own.
Alright, well, alright guys, let's go. Alright, Renekton going in on the Lulu. We'll see how this trade's going in. And I want to talk about this Renekton because Renekton is destroying this Lulu. I mean, every time I look up, it seems like Renekton's getting the better part of the trade. Renekton has 56 to the 42 CS that the Lulu has. You know, the Elucida is up here now. Maybe gonna try and turn it with some help with some jungle
Finding one at weird angles, yep, and here goes. The elastic swing shot landing, and C-Man is super low, has to be careful. Stockdale is gonna get pulled by Stretcher. It's gonna flash not quite far enough, but it's still a scary Renekton. Wow, growth has to be popped, and there we go, finally. Lucid does take down Stockdale. Meanwhile, following Nature Dan getting grabbed yet again. Gets taken down to half health, but Knight took a little bit, but nicely ganked in the top lane for Elucida.
Yeah, and you know, that was such a close gank. You know, C-Man barely comes out with his life. Stockdale did end up burning a flash and not quite getting the kill. I think he thought he was going to be closer to C-Man when he flashed there, so you know, kind of just paused there for a second, but just going to have to see. Hopefully it won't be that bad. I do want to see this Renekton, see if he can do solo kills with no jungle pressure, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, so close to just turning that gank around completely. Elucida had no block passive, but in the middle lane, Theatrix just gonna get blown up in the gank. Yup, he's gonna die in the air. Let's bounce, not needed. Solo kill onto the ganking jungler from Guy Fieri, and there's the turn wanted. He's 3-0 on this Vladimir. He's what we were talking about in Champ Select, like, oh, the Vladimir goes off, he's gonna heal off everything. Well, that's happening now. Elucida coming back in on the Fleeing Panda, gonna land the slingshot, gonna flash out. The rest of the damage is up to Guy Fieri, and that is the 4th kill of the game for this Vladimir. He's going to be scary in team fights.
Yeah, this Vladimir, he's run away with.
How do I missing ping in spectate? What was on a bit of invade, but such low health, gonna smite away the blue buff for Steel. Guy gonna flash over the wall to defend the blobs. Theatrix going in, but gonna repel up. Just back down to the blobs. Theatrix is gonna get it in, save Elucida. While bot lane, Bearded Bear Lover gets pulled in, gonna flash the Q, but Electric Milk does flash in for himself, pick up the kill. There's plays happening all around the map for Chase Squad, and they're just getting kills out, all of them.
No, props to Chase Squad's bottom lane for doing that purely all on their own, with the Blitzcrank and the Lucian just going in there, being practically just running the Ashe down in her tower.
Nature Dan gonna get grabbed again. Ignite did not go down the first kill, so it is gonna drop down, but Nature Dan barely gonna get out. Donville is gonna escape the tower shot with his life, and that Dan's sitting on how much is that? Yeah, like he got taken down to, I want to say, less than 100 HP. Sorry.
No, it was close. He did have flash, but decided he didn't need it, and rightfully so, he did not. But this Vladimir, 10 stacks on his Dark Seal. He is gonna be ridiculous this game.
So the pink ward staying just outside the bush, gonna get cleared.
Yeah. But again, you know, there's no one on 9-inch torpedoes that has an ignite or a healing debuff, so it's really gonna have to wait for this Ashe to try to get the executioners. Wow, I totally blanked on what that was called for a second.
And this is why you don't play ADC.
They're gonna have to wait for the executioners. I'm gonna ignore you said that for a second and see if they can try to beat down this Vladimir any farther. But 5 kills at almost 13 minutes. It seems a little tall task, but we'll see if they can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. 5-0 Vladimir already finished Protobell, and Lucida boots. Nature Dan getting grabbed yet again, but here comes Elucida for the counter. Nature Dan has nowhere to go. Gonna get Let's Bounce back for good measure. Allergic to Milk picks up another kill. Once again, the counter ganking jungler picks up the kill for his team.
Yeah, and this uh, allergic to milk, 2 kills. He has his Blade King already completed. And he's up by about 20, a little less than 20 CS. It's
I hear
no,
Zach, and yep, here he comes gonna miss the elastic slingshot. Link Band is just gonna flash away from it. Not a kill this time, but does force the flash to Donville. Gonna get arrowed under tower, gonna get taken solo by Bearded Bear Lover. They're just gonna have to get out. Theatric is hanging around, but yep, they're safe.
Yeah, and that actually goes back to when Elucida came down and got that game, killed the Braum. The Braum wasn't there in the lane to help Bearded Bear Lover take the kill. If there was a Braum there, it's 100%. A Donvel is dead. Maybe Allergic to Milk is also dead with the follow-up, but because Nature Dan wasn't there, he was still coming back from base. Both of them were able to escape with their lives.
Yeah, CS lead has shrunk a little bit, but Allergic to Milk is sticking around, does have plenty of health and the life steal. Doesn't even care that Nature Dan's here, just Auto's gonna take him down to like 1/3? Yeah, let's just say 1/3 HP. And here comes the calling. He just wants to 1v2 this. Gonna dash in. Nature Dan is so close to dying. One flash hook and he is going to die.
Well, yeah,
Donfel's looking for it. Nope,
yeah,
Nature Dan's just out of there.
He wants to make sure that Nature Dan has to go back right when his Blitzkrieg's there, so
here comes an Elusa out of the bush. Theatric's gonna just take a bunch of damage. Interesting little knockup, but Seaman gonna pick up that kill in the end.
And so it looks like, most Elusa's doing a good job of getting his other lanes ahead. We will see. Theatrix is trying to do his best. He is showing up for ganks. Lucida is just always right there with the counter gank.
Yeah, and they don't even have that. It seems like J-Squad haven't been warding up 990's jungle that much, so it's just kind of like, oh, Theatrix is here, well, we get to kill him. And partially because of that, that's going to be a free Infernal Drake for J Squad. Donvel is on the other side of this wall, but the Blitzcrank is quite tanky. Theatrix gets launched into a pit, but is going to take down Donvel, but gets blown up himself. Allergic to Milk is on the killing spree. Teleport coming down for Seaman. Guy Fieri they're going to get stunned up by a Baby Cage, but Nature Dan is going to get taken out for a double kill for Allergic to Milk, and that's going to be a triple in the end. Massive team fight win for Chase Squad.
Yeah, I was kidding, hopeful for 9-inch Torpedo. I thought, the TP was coming in from the stock of damage on that Renekton. I was like, I saw multiple people that were on low HP. I was thinking, okay, all right, he's going to come in, he's going to clean up the fight. But that's just not what happened. Everyone immediately starts focusing him, making sure that he does not get a chance to kill even a single member of the team. Oh, it's a heartbreaker when you see games happen like that. Good thing is that both teams are only at 1 Infernal Dragon apiece.
Only one.
So, only one, and there's an Ocean coming up next, so it's not like, one team is going to exceedingly have the Dragon lane over the other.
We've got pause. Hold on, let me try blowing up chat, see what I can.
It seems like
Panda's
Discord stopped working.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Well, hopefully we get back in here, but Lucian is now 5-0, and if I can do some math, he's up 1.8k gold over Bearded Bear Lover just on his own. 7k total at 17 minutes for CS. Yeah, that's 7, and with the 990 they don't really have a scaling composition. Yes, the Vigar will scale quite nicely with the infinite passive stacks, but Elise is the early game jungler that wants to get lane snowballing stocked alias on the Renekton. That is much more of an early lane bully champ, doesn't scale that well, and the Ash Braum, it's not like they don't scale at all, but they don't scale particularly well, and Shea Squad, with how big their lead is right now, they can just keep this going and possibly just steamroll this game.
Yeah, and so, you know, the one thing for Nine Torpedoes is that the Ash is not super far behind. The Ash has a static sieve and a BF sword to the Blade of the Rune King BF sword tier 2 boots. I don't know. It looks like Allergic to Milk is in base, so I don't know if he's going to be purchasing anything more after this pause.
He only has 361 gold, so he's not going to be able to buy much else. But I mean, tier 2 boots on its own compared to no boots at all is still pretty big, and Bork is a more expensive item than Chiv. And I mean, especially as an Ash, you don't really want to be going for your zero item first or get forced into that. So I'm like, you just look at what items they have on the surface. Bearded Barrel Lover isn't terribly behind, but you dig a bit deeper, and he is not doing that well right now.
Yeah, no, I mean, wasn't trying to say that he's flying colors. He's going to be the one carry to carry this game.
Bearded Bear Lover is terrible. No, just we love you, Roberto.
But I mean, I like this Ash. Like she can do massive damage in a late game team fight. Now, I mean, is she someone like a Kog'Maw or a Jinx or someone that's just gonna utterly destroy your backline? She's not quite that level, but she does do a decent amount of hyper carry damage. But I just think if Chase Squad can just blow through the rest of the team and get right on that Ash, the one person who's gonna be doing damage in the late game, it's gonna be kind of hard, especially with the Zac being able to just literally go over the front line, go right to the back line, right onto that Ash. It'll be a task for Bearded Bear Lover that I would not want to have to happen.
Yeah, so. Blitzcrank, Vladimir, Zac, this isn't a team I would want to face, even as an ADC who's ahead, like much less one who's behind. Bearded Bear Lover, yeah, not gonna have a fun time whatsoever.
And Elucida is doing so much for this team right now. He is 11 kill. He's been a part of 11 of the 13 kills in this game. He's only died twice, and all right, you can point, the Vladimir and the Lucian haven't died at all, so they're infinitely better than him. But he's always died for a cause. He's always died for a kill. Elucida is the man who's making sure that his lanes are getting ahead, always there for that counter gank that we've been talking about. So major props to him for being able to put his team in such a advantageous lead.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a jungler that has high kill participation, you can tell they're the one making plays, and Zac does have great ganking pressure, but you do kind of think of Elise as that early game pressure champion with the insane level 3 gank. She did get one off top lane and she kind of tried to get that going, but just after that, nothing really worked out, and Elucida just has been all over the map, using that elastic slingshot, finding some nice angles on that. So yeah, he's just getting a lot of work done. Let's see, do we have an update? Yep,
I believe
they're.
Chase Squad said that they're ready, but we're still waiting to hear from. Oh, and here we go.
Here we go. We're back in.
Woo! All right.
And we back, boys.
Yeah, and so let's see if Chase Squad can extend this lead. They are at a just over 6,000 gold lead. So let's see if they can keep snowballing this. They've only knocked down 2 turrets, though, so there is still a lot of gold for both teams out there. Yeah, and so, maybe Rift Herald might be a play, able to help push down turrets 1,000 times easier with that buff.
Okay, so question. If you are 9-inch torpedoes, how do you think what do you want to do to get back in this game?
Alright, well, one thing is that I need my carries to start getting fed. I need Fire to start. I need Fire to, keep stacking his Q. Elucida having a little fun in the lane.
The dance spam. Meanwhile, off the side, Guy Fieri is doing cheers. Oh, Super Hoagie is spamming cheers. Oh boy.
And but that was something that that made Guy Fieri use his proto belt. Start finding picks.
I mean,
That's
a short
find
cooldown
picks that way.
I mean, against the Blitzcrank, like, I can't. What is commentary? Elucida, though, gonna jump in, not gonna quite land the knockup on Dan, but is not gonna get cocooned, and just uses the blast cone, gets out of there. Just easy pick for Chase Squad.
So I was talking just like 10 seconds ago about how if you're 9-inch torpedoes, you want to be getting picks. Well,
But
Chase Squad is now traveling as a unit, so it's a lot harder to get picks on them. So we'll see if they can get picks. Again, they're going for that Rift Herald, going to be able to try to push towers down faster.
No solo Rift Herald with any jungler for Elucida this time. Could be a full 5-man Herald. Guy Fieri gonna propel a lot of theatrics. Oh, the hook going just to the right. Something. Elucida bloodthirsty going in, but doesn't quite have the team to back them up. They're just gonna back off and they're pinging the top lane. Gonna go for his tower.
Yeah, I mean, dropping the Rift Herald in the top lane, that would be a decent move. Top tower hasn't taken too much damage, and is the last remaining hour turret, so...
Oh, Elucida going back, a nice two-man knock him onto Rom and Ash. Gonna let's bounce the Rom back into a Dawn Bell. Seaman not in a great spot to go wild growth himself to stay alive. Nature Dan is in the middle of nowhere, gonna go down. Bear Lover is gonna also go down. The Guy Fieri and Stocky Ace is just all on his own. He's gonna go down eventually. Seaman is taking the tower.
Hook he actually might be okay with the minions coming up.
Yeah, he put up minions. Theatrics is here. Doesn't quite get the cocoon onto Seaman, but doesn't really have much to go. Stockdale Ace does pick up Seaman on backside. That's good kill back, but Elucida gonna clean up theatrics.
So, I want to talk about this. So,
no, you're not allowed.
Chase Squad has been, for the last 3 minutes, been showing, pretty much since the pause, been showing that they want to do something on the top side of the map. They want to make play, they want to get this tower, they want to do the fighting here. And 9-inch torpedoes, they've been splitting the map. They've had 3 people top, and they had their Viga, they had their mid laner, and they had their jungler down in the red side of the jungle, clearing out waves, clearing out minion camps in the jungle. Meanwhile, all 5 of Chase Squad was pressuring the top side. So it wasn't like, even if Chase Squad wasn't this far ahead, they still should have won the 3v5 that they were facing, and it turns out they did. And by the time that the Vigar and the Elise had moved up, they'd already killed off a couple of their members, and so it was easy to take off a couple of other kills. Sure, Seaman dies, on the back end of it, but it's still a huge net positive for Chase Squad.
Absolutely.
So just a little bit more cohesion, bring the unit together. If, when you're behind, like, you can split, but you need to have the person splitting that has teleport, that can join the fight. Well, it was Stockadelius that was there under tower, trying not to die to the 5v3.
Oh, the arrow gonna go wide from Bear Lover. Guy Fieri gonna get stunned by a cocoon. Theatrics does have quite a bit of damage, has the proto bell. Guy Fieri just gonna flash over the wall, he's gonna be fine.
Yeah, and they did get Guy Fieri low. He didn't, he did wait very patiently on his flash, but you can see that, if you give Ash time and you allow her to scale, she will be doing plenty of damage. She's not nearly at that level. She needs a little bit more time. So hopefully they can get that.
I will point out, I know I pointed it out earlier, but I didn't notice. Allergic to Milk has bought boots.
Good,
on Illusion. Good. Good for him. He learned to buy a vital item. Chase Squad now gonna be going for this Ocean Drake. No Yeah, no contest from 9 torpedoes. They just give it up. Second dragon going down for the chase squad. They're rotating mid now. They want to use this blitzcrank the same way they have the past, well, entire game. Just get grabs, find picks. They're gonna drop this Rift Herald now, find the pick, and get a really good push going with that.
Yeah, Rift Herald did expire. That's why they awkwardly placed it in the sign. But they will take this turret damage that they can get. It gets the turret to about half health before Rift Herald does end up going down. But yeah, no, they can just pressure this mid lane. Now, I'm trying to think. Oh, it is all 5 members somewhere around Ash, kind of in the bottom lane. Meanwhile, the Lulu is splitting top.
Well, Nature Dan getting grabbed again. Gonna get bounced out, and yep, right into Allergic to Milk. Melusa is going on a rampage, coming out from Melusa, not Melusa, sorry, Allergic to Milk, forcing Stock Neolis off the tower, and yep, there's another one. That's the 4th tower game for J Squad, and yep, C-Man has just been pushing top lane this entire time, and they're gonna get this top lane tower too. Lusta going in, yeah, against Stock. Nice flash from Stock Neolis, get away. Lusta's gonna get so much damage thrown in his face, but the not go down. Wild Growth saves him. Passive even gonna go off. Theatrics is gonna go down, but Allergic to Milk does go down. Guy Fieri is here to clean up. They'll double kill for him. Nature Dan, the winner bite is gonna go wide, but Lusta has come up from blobs on the backside, so that's not quite gonna be towered. They don't quite have the minion wave, and with the 80 carried down, not quite that damage on the tower you want.
That was slightly sloppy of a tower dive. Aggro ends up switching from the tanks right to the 80 carry Allergic to Milk, who ends up getting stunned by the Vigra cage right under tower, so he goes down easy. Then therefore Chase Squad kind of has to put the brakes on a little bit, see, just wait for the damage to come back up. But I do believe it was a trade that was in favor of Chase Squad in the end. Just couldn't get everything that they wanted and hoped out of it.
Yep, that was 1 for 3 for them, I believe. Yeah, it was 1 for 3, and Lusta just getting these fights started, making them happen is so tanky. He gets everything thrown at him, but Wild Growth and the blob passive just survives through all of it. Chase Squad just doing an excellent job rotating around the map, finding these fights, and just getting objectives off of them. And that 7k gold lead 8 minutes ago has ballooned into a 10k gold lead now, and it's 26 minutes in.
And I do want to make a point. This 10k gold lane is not done 100% by, out farming your opposing laner. All of the farm is relatively close. There's some where it's a little bit more than.
Oh look, Elusa's making more engages happen. What a surprise! Nature Dan is gonna go down to the calling of Allergic to Milk, and Beard Bear Lover looks like he is gonna be up next. Gonna flash away. Let's bounce. Not gonna connect. The arrow is gonna land on him, but he just gets obliterated by Allergic to Milk. Double kill for the Lucian. Guy Fieri is just casually 1v2ing. Yup, triple kill for Allergic to Milk. Too easy for Chase Squad.
Yeah, that Lucian damage was real right then. So, the 9-0 Vladimir, the 9-1 Lucian, are gonna be doing a lot of damage to you. It's a little ridiculous how much damage that these two are doing to the other team. And it looks like a Baron is gonna be started for Chase Squad.
Yep. C-Man and the Donval are on it right now. The rest of the team is coming up. Theatrics still dead for another 3 seconds, so not going to have a jungler to contest this yet. 919 just have to give this up.
They were doing this very low, but I guess that was before Luke Milk got there, because the second he got there, it sped up like crazy, and now it's down.
Looks like not even going to smite it. He knows he doesn't need to, and Dragon coming up in minute 20. Might as well save that. That is another Infernal. There we go.
And if there was not already a make or break moment for this game, this next Dragon, I'm assuming, like, if your 900 torpedoes You gotta do something. You gotta stop the bleeding some way or somehow, because if you let them get a double Infernal, they're just gonna roll to your Nexus. And so, look, maybe they'll fight around this dragon. Otherwise, imagine an exceedingly a lot of pressure left.
Exceedingly large amount of pressure.
Yes, you know what I mean.
Would maybe Guy Fieri would say a needlessly large amount of pressure. Okay, bye.
Yeah, you get out of here.
Oh god. Oh my god, my pawns are worse than free. Coin comes out nice to me, so let's bounce, and here's the cleanup. Yep, that's 2 easy kills, 1 for Seaman, 1 for allergic to milk. Just,
Man, Seaman and allergic to milk, they were pretty much able to fight that off as 2v3, and I didn't get any easier for 9-inch torpedoes once Elucida and the Dombo came in.
Oh, and there's the hook on the theatrics. He is just dead to rights. Elucida is unstoppable. 5-2. 5-18. Has lost a bit of his kill participation percentage, but still 23 out of 28 is still great. Fieri getting engaged on in a 1v2 in this bot lane. He is gonna get shut down by Stock Alias, but the rest of Chase Squad using this Baron and using these Baron powered minions rather to just get this push going mid lane. Do have the tower. Nature Dan isn't gonna get knocked up by the Tower Fists. Glacial Fisher gonna split the uprights, but lands onto Seaman in the back mid. Donville is taking a bunch of damage, flashes out, and here comes the engage back from Elucida. Does dodge the winner's bite, and he is tanky. Randuin's comes down, he's just able to run out of there. They just get the inhib, get out, and they're gonna get this Infernal Dragon now with the jungler of 990. Well, he's the sun. Nope, he's alive again, but can't really contest this. This is Baron, not Baron, this is Dragon. Yep, there we go.
Chase Squad is so lucky that all of them were able to get out of that base after taking down that inhibitor. I thought for certain that Blitzcrank was going to be dead, but flashes out at the last second, and then Elucida going back in enough to scare them off to not chase a Dawnvel. It was that's a tough break when you have a Blitzcrank in the middle of a Vigar stun cage, and he still somehow survives when he has like 30% HP.
Yeah, they're just too far ahead and just not enough damage from anyone really on 9IT. That's Blitzcrank isn't the tankiest person in the world, but when you don't have damage, you can't even kill him. This looks like just a matter of time before Chase Squad gets ace to end this game and push in for that Nexus.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume that they're gonna want to split the map. They're gonna want to do what they're doing right now. Got Jerry in the top lane, trying to do that split while the rest of the team is down in the bottom, as that tower is not incredibly low, but it has taken some damage. But it might be a little bit. They might need to group as 5 if they really want to crack pressure in this base. Because midline inhibitor, yes, it's down, but that's almost the... If you had to have an inhibitor down for this instance, the midline inhibitor is the one you'd want. Because you can easily go from mid to bot or mid to top.
Fieri just getting under tower is going to have pressure on that top turret. Yep, there we go. Goes down. He's now in a 1v1 with Stock Alias. He's going to go down along with the ult. Going to get stunned up is going to have the empowered Q, and here comes all the damage. Going to pull out. Stock Alias forced to flash. Arrow does not connect it. Now Chase Squad have this pressure once again. Fleeing Panda is threatening Elucida just a little bit, but Allergic to Milk is pushing this wave back in, and they should be able to just crack this base even more. Guy Fieri continuing to push that top wave.
Yeah, I do not think Stockadelius can fight Guy Fieri at all anymore. I mean, Stockadelius has both a Spirit Visage and Merc Treads, and Guy Fieri was still pretty much able to solo kill him. So it is good to see. Theatrics does look like he is going up, going to help. Maybe
Yeah,
they can kill him in the 2v1.
but that means it's 4v3 down here for Chase Squad. They is going to go down. Natured Man is going to get taken. Oh, yep, there we go. Well, now Unstoppable obliterates Fling Panda for the double kill. Colin gonna come out. Gonna, there we go. Does take down Bearded Beer Lover. Triple kill for Allergic to Milk. 3 dead. I fear he didn't even go down the top lane, so this looks like it's gonna be game for Chase Squad. It's 2v5 for an IT. Cocoon lands onto Allergic to Milk, but nice interrupt by a Donvel. Allergic to Milk goes a legendary.
Yeah,
Yep, there goes Nexus turret number 1. Nexus turret number 2 is short to fall. And yup, there we go. Chase Squad gonna take down this Nexus, gonna take down game 1 over 9-inch torpedoes. GG.
And the 50 gold for Allergic to Milk hitting that Nexus.
14-1.
14-1 and 4. Just popped off on that Lucian pick. And, you know, I also can't emphasize enough, Elucida 5, 2, and 21.
My god.
The man was a beast on that sack. I would be very surprised if he gets that sack for this next game too.
I mean, same. I mean, okay, wow, look, actually though, I'm just looking at this damage chart. Bearded Bear Lover got out a lot of damage. His damage was on par with Guy Fieri. Of course, Allergic to Milk tops the damage charts, but you know what? Need to bring this up anyway. MVPs. I believe, yep, Greg has posted the MVP poll in the chat, but I just, for me, it's not even a question. I want to give this MVP to Elucida. Just so much early pressure. Just got off, got all the nice. What am I even saying? All the right engages he needed to for his team to find all the picks. So, I also the kill participation guy speaks for itself. I'm giving this to Elucida.
Yeah, no, I mean, definitely goes to Elucida. If there was a second MVP, though,
Allergic to milk. Allergic to milk.
Actually, I would give it to Guy Fieri. Actually, I feel like he absorbed a lot of pressure in the mid. He really got the game started rolling at the very beginning of the game. That 10 stack Dark Seal. He proved that he was able to take a lot of damage, still work with that. He was drawing 2 people up at the end to the top lane in that end game fight. So I do think Allergic Milk did play extremely well, but I would say Guy Fieri would have been my second choice.
Yeah, absolutely. Go put your votes in. Greg did post the MVP poll, as we said, but we will be right back for game 2 of Chase Squad versus 9-inch torpedoes in just a few I'm not going to even say a few moments, probably like 10 minutes or so, but we will be right back, so don't go anywhere.